Are you curious about how the United States expanded westwards? You need to hear this if you're a history enthusiast. In the heart of the 18th century, 13 colonies clung to the eastern edge of a vast continent. They were a people yearning for freedom. Bold words filled the air, penned by revolutionaries like Thomas Jefferson and John Adams. They spoke of liberty and the pursuit of happiness. The Declaration of Independence, signed in 1776, was a beacon of hope, a promise of a new nation built on self-determination. This declaration ignited a firestorm. The American Revolutionary War had begun. The 13 colonies, once subjects of the British Crown, took up arms. They were determined to forge their own destiny. It was a perilous gamble. The outcome was far from certain, but the spirit of freedom burned brightly in the hearts of the revolutionaries. Stay tuned to discover how this spirit led to the westward expansion of the United States. The battlefields of the Revolution echoed with the deafening roar of cannons, a sound that would become synonymous with the fight for freedom and the desperate cries of soldiers, each one fighting for a cause greater than themselves. From the first shots fired at the Battle of Lexington and Concord to the pivotal and hard-fought victory at Saratoga, the American forces fought with unparalleled courage and determination. They were aided by unlikely but crucial allies, France and Spain, who saw an opportunity to weaken their British rivals and shift the balance of power. General George Washington, a leader of unwavering resolve and strategic brilliance, guided the Continental Army through years of hardship, sacrifice, and relentless struggle. Finally, in 1783, the Treaty of Paris was signed, marking the end of a long and arduous journey. Great Britain formally recognized the independence of the United States of America, a monumental achievement for the fledgling nation. The dream of a free and independent nation had been realized, a dream that had been fought for with blood, sweat, and tears. The 13 colonies, united in their quest for liberty, had secured their place on the world stage, forever altering the course of history. A new chapter in American history was about to begin, one that would shape the future of the nation and its people for generations to come. With the war won, a spirit of adventure and opportunity swept through the newly formed nation. The Appalachian Mountains, once a formidable barrier, now beckoned as a gateway to the vast western territories. Daniel Boone, a legendary frontiersman, blazed a trail through the Cumberland Gap, opening a passage for countless pioneers eager to claim their own piece of the American dream. Families packed their meager belongings into Conestoga wagons, their wheels cutting deep into the rugged terrain. They faced countless dangers along the way. Wild animals, harsh weather, and the constant threat of disease cast a long shadow over their journey. But the allure of fertile land and the promise of a better life fueled their determination. The Ohio River became a liquid highway, carrying settlers westward towards the setting sun. This river was more than just a body of water. It was a lifeline for those seeking new opportunities and adventures in the uncharted territories. Small settlements sprang up along its banks, evolving into bustling towns and cities. These communities thrived on the promise of prosperity, driven by the constant flow of goods and people. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, and Louisville became centers of commerce and trade, connecting the East Coast to the burgeoning West. These cities were the heartbeat of a growing nation, facilitating the exchange of ideas, culture, and innovation. The Mississippi River, that mighty artery of the continent, soon captured the imagination of a nation eager to explore its boundless potential. Steamboats plied its waters, carrying passengers and cargo, symbolizing the spirit of American ingenuity and determination. New Orleans, situated at the mouth of the Mississippi, held the key to unlocking the riches of the vast Louisiana territory. This city was a gateway to untold wealth and opportunity, a beacon for traders and adventurers alike. This strategic port city, with its blend of French, Spanish, and African cultures, became a crossroads of commerce and intrigue. The cultural melting pot added a unique flavor to the vibrant economic activities. Its bustling wharves overflowed with cotton, tobacco, and furs, all bound for markets in the East and abroad. The constant activity at the docks was a testament to the city's pivotal role in global trade. Control of New Orleans was paramount. Whoever held this city held the key to the entire Mississippi River and, by extension, the heart of the continent. The strategic importance of New Orleans could not be overstated. Section 5, the Louisiana Purchase, a land of opportunity. In 1803, in a stroke of diplomatic brilliance, President Thomas Jefferson secured the Louisiana Purchase from Napoleon Bonaparte's France. For a mere $15 million, the United States doubled its size, adding over 828,000 square miles of land. This monumental acquisition stretched from the Mississippi River to the Rocky Mountains, encompassing land that would one day become part of 15 states. The Louisiana Purchase was more than just a land grab. It was a bold declaration of America's westward destiny. It ignited the imaginations of farmers, adventurers, and dreamers. The vast plains, fertile valleys, and towering mountains of the West promised limitless possibilities. The acquisition fueled westward expansion for decades to come. Section 6. Manifest Destiny, a nation's dream, a people's burden. The concept of manifest destiny took root deeply in the American psyche, becoming a driving force for the nation's expansion. It was the fervent belief that the United States was destined by God to expand its dominion and spread its democratic ideals across the entire North American continent. This belief, while inspiring to many settlers and pioneers, had tragic and devastating consequences for others, particularly Native American tribes who had called this land home for centuries. As settlers relentlessly pushed westward, they encroached upon Native American lands, leading to numerous conflicts, forced removals, and widespread displacement. Treaties were signed with promises of peace and coexistence, but many were broken, leading to further mistrust and violence. The Trail of Tears, a forced and brutal relocation of Cherokee Indians from their ancestral lands in the southeast to Oklahoma, stands as a stark and painful reminder of the human cost of westward expansion. It was a dark and somber chapter in American history, reflecting the complex and often tragic interplay between ambition and morality. Section 7, Trails of Tears and Triumph. Despite the hardships and injustices faced by Native Americans, the westward movement continued unabated. Pioneers driven by a thirst for land and opportunity embarked on arduous journeys along the Oregon, Santa Fe, and Mormon trails. These wagon train journeys were fraught with danger, disease, and despair, yet they also embodied the spirit of resilience, ingenuity, and community that would come to define the American character. The stories of these pioneers are etched in the annals of American history. They faced down blizzards in the Sierra Nevada, crossed scorching deserts in the Southwest, and navigated treacherous mountain passes. They built settlements, established farms, and created new lives for themselves and their families. Section 8. The Gold Rush and the Transcontinental Railroad. The discovery of gold in California in 1848 sent shockwaves across the nation. Thousands of fortune seekers, fueled by gold fever, rushed westward, transforming sleepy villages into boom towns practically overnight. San Francisco, once a small mission settlement, became a bustling metropolis. The lure of gold accelerated westward expansion and forever altered the demographic makeup of the American West. The need to connect the East Coast to the burgeoning West became paramount. The Transcontinental Railroad, a feat of engineering marvel, was completed in 1869. This iron horse, stretching over 1,900 miles, linked the Atlantic to the Pacific, facilitating trade, communication, and cultural exchange. It marked the beginning of a new era in American history. Section 9. From Sea to Shining Sea. By the end of the 19th century, the United States had achieved its goal of expanding from sea to shining sea. The contiguous 48 states, stretching from the Atlantic to the Pacific, formed a powerful nation, rich in resources and opportunity. The westward expansion had profoundly shaped the nation's character, fostering a spirit of individualism, self-reliance, and a belief in progress. The frontier, that crucible of American identity, had played a pivotal role in shaping the nation's values and aspirations. The spirit of the pioneers, their resilience, ingenuity, and unwavering belief in a better future, became woven into the fabric of the American story. The westward expansion had come to an end, but its legacy would endure. Section 10, The Legacy of Expansion. The westward expansion of the United States was a complex and often contradictory chapter in American history. It was a story of triumph and tragedy, of progress and displacement. It witnessed the best and worst of human nature, the indomitable spirit of the pioneers alongside the brutal realities of conquest and dispossession. The expansion transformed the United States from a fledgling nation clinging to the Atlantic coast into a global power spanning a continent. It shaped the nation's economy, its culture, and its place in the world. The legacy of westward expansion continues to be debated and analyzed, its impact felt in every corner of American society. To Section 11, A Nation Transformed. From its humble beginnings as 13 colonies huddled along the Atlantic seaboard, the United States had grown into a sprawling nation of over 9.83 million square kilometers. This dramatic transformation was a testament to the ambition, ingenuity, and unwavering belief in progress that characterized the American spirit. The westward expansion, for all its complexities and contradictions, had left an indelible mark on the nation, shaping its destiny and forging its identity.